XMen Gold is here. Hobo fights are back. And Marvel says you don't want diversity. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of Talking Comics, ExcaliburCCGTV. I am Chris.
I am Mark.
Guys, we are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and Texarkana, Texas. You can find out what's going on with us by going to our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The links are down below. Guys, we're talking about the awesome stuff coming out for April 5th. Lots of cool stuff.
April already.
It is already April. It's gone by very quickly. You guys know the line. I'm not going to rub it in. You guys, I say it too often. The year's flying by.
It is. It really is.
It has. It really has. And guys, but one of the good things to come of that is that this weekend is what, Mark?
Well, it is upon us.
Yes.
The grand opening / mega sale.
Dude.
It is here.
It is here. It is here. So, guys, for our Shreveport location, it's our grand opening mega sale. And for our Texarkana location, it is the mega sale. Both places are participating. We're going to have a few extra bells and whistles going on here for the grand opening. But, guys, 10 to 75% off of everything in both stores. And they're in driving distance of each other. Yeah. So you can go to one place for like 2 days and the other place for 2 days, or however you want to mix it up.
Go on the same day if you want. It's crazy.
It's crazy. We got 49 finished just for you guys.
That's right. They did that just for Excalibur.
Just for us guys. So guys, listen, we're gonna have some extra bells and whistles. Mega sales going on.
And once again,
yes,
no clowns.
No clowns, please. Yes, let's not do that at all. But guys, come and have a great time. We'll be here. Everybody's going to be here. There's going to be so many people coming through here. You'll get to meet a lot of cool people, have interesting discussions, save tons of money. Guys, the mega sale is here. We will see you this Thursday through Sunday. Don't forget, mark your calendars.
All the cool people will be there.
All the cool people. Guys, moving on. We have tons of new number ones to cover this week. Lots of new stuff hitting the shelf. Let's go ahead and dive into what's going on. Marvel is back in a big way with some changes here. And we saw that hinted last week with some Prime issues from
Fresh
Inhumans.
Off the heels of that?
Yes, right straight out of that. Guys, this week, though, we get Royals number 1 from Marvel Comics. Al Ewing, John Boy Myers on board here as the creative team. This is taking the Inhumans into space. Space and beyond. Marvel Boy is actually leading the Inhumans on this expedition to find lost secrets and to find the last hope of their people. It's going to take them into the unknown and beyond. The knowledge that they're seeking cannot be attained without cost, for at the end of the day, the last Inhuman is telling this story about how 7 left and only 6 came back. So we will see what happens there with this. Who's the one that doesn't come back? Got to get the issue to find out and see what's going on. Marvel's kicking them into space. What do you think about that?
I like it. That's where the Inhumans should be.
No, I kind of agree.
Their best stories. I liked it when they were after like War of Kings.
Yep.
When they were in, I think it was the Kree homeworld they were in charge of, or they were coming out of, and I think it's natural for them. They're cosmic type characters, and I like it.
Super powerful and all that. We had mentioned it before. I was like, yeah, they should probably go to space.
It should be kind of like a special thing when they return to Earth.
Yeah, like something's really good or something's really bad.
Yeah, either way. Either way.
What's up for you, Mark?
XMen Gold number 1.
Yes.
Mark Guggenheim and Adrian Syaf. Xavier's dream comes full circle as Kitty Pryde takes the reins and assembles a squad of the old, most iconic X-Men to fight at her side. We got Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Old Man Logan instead of regular Wolverine.
Right.
And Prestige is Rachel Gray. They are the XMen Gold, and they're on a mission to be Earth's finest heroes, even when that means defending those who hate and fear them. So it sounds like they're going back to their old mantra, the original X-Men. You know, we're going to protect people even though they hate us and fear us and all that. And I guess that's part of Marvel's going back to basics.
Yeah.
Meat and potatoes.
Exactly. I saw a headline. I don't know if it was on CBR or Newsarama, but I did see a headline where it was an early review, and somebody in the headline, it mentioned like harkening back to like some of the best Claremont stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that is a tall
standard
to be compared to. So we will see. We will see with that. Guys, moving on, Aftershock Comics, which is kind of like the new Image Comics, kind of.
Yeah.
Creator-owned comic company that's helping people put out their own stuff. This week, though, we get Eleanor and the Egret from Aftershock Comics by John Layman, who you know from the Image series Chew, and Sam Keith, who is an industry veteran, but also from the Max, his own series. He's done all kinds of stuff for several different publishers. But guys, these two are teaming up for Eleanor and the Egret. This is taking a look at the most daring art thief in Paris. They have struck again, and the police have assigned their best detective to the case. The only clue that he has is a single white feather left at the scene. Could this feather belong to the thief, or to the thief's accomplice, an oversized talking egret? Or will this investigation lead him to somewhere even stranger? They give us the answer. It's all the above. All the above is going to happen there. Some of the preview pages looked, I really liked what I saw. I mean, Sam Keith is a fantastic artist.
Yeah, he is. He's got a unique style.
And John Layman came out of, John Layman did tons of stuff before he did Chew. But the whole idea of Chew, and when it hit the shelves, was like something unique, fun, different.
Yeah.
And it really took people by surprise. That first issue went up. It was like a collector's issue in no time.
Yeah.
Not saying that's going to happen with this, but I'm saying that he did bring a unique story to the market, and people loved it. So hopefully he can, maybe trap lightning again in this bottle. So we will see here with Aftershock Comics, Eleanor and the Egret.
Next up, we have Riverdale #1.
Riverdale, baby.
Riverdale.
You watched any of it?
No, I have not.
I haven't watched any of it either.
Well, I tend to watch one show at a time. I Netflix it or Hulu it, and I watch one show at a time.
Until it's all done.
And I'm on Gotham now, so
okay.
When I'm done with that, I'll figure out what I'm going to do next. But I don't know. I guess my brain just can't handle all those plot lines of two different shows.
Exactly. I get it. I get it.
It's age.
What's going on with Riverdale?
It's set in the universe of the TV series.
Boom!
Riverdale comic offers a bold, subversive take on Archie, Betty, Veronica, Josie, and the Pussycats and their friends, exploring small-town life and the darkness and weirdness bubbling beneath Riverdale's wholesome facade.
Think there's something going on?
There's got to be something going on.
Underneath the surface there?
Isn't there? Well, I mean, I understand on the TV show there was a murder, and that's like what the whole first season is about, or part of the first season is trying to investigate and figure out who killed Cheryl Blossom's brother, maybe? Something like that. I don't know exactly. I think I've read part of it, or read about it a little bit. But I'm pretty sure there's like a murder involved. So yeah, there's all kinds of darkness going on in the
a mystery.
Besides Archie and Mrs. Grundy, that's still freaks me out.
He's still sore, guys. Guys from Image Comics, Black Cloud #1. Jason Latour, Greg Hinkle are the creative team on board here. Jason Latour, you've seen around. He's been doing Spider-Gwen, writing that. Been the artist on Southern Bastards and Image. Done some other things. Now he's going to be writing this series. And Greg Hinkle has been around, too, doing several things. He did that Airboy miniseries with James Robinson.
Yeah.
There was another graphic novel that he did with somebody last year. I think it was called Damned, or I can't remember what it was called. Fantastic artwork. But, guys, this takes a look at a brand new character, Zelda. She's born in a world of dreams, and hers burned bigger than anyone else. But now she's run into our world. The dreams are broken in her hands, but the pieces are for sale, and the rich and powerful are buying dreams here. Suddenly, her world isn't the only place Zelda's running from. She comes here, and she's kind of like Vampirilla. She doesn't know if she wants to be here, like we've seen with recent Vampirilla storylines here. But, guys, this is the place where dreams come true, and today, dreams go to war. So I'm not sure exactly how this is going to be. I know the artwork's going to be great because Greg Hinkle is doing it. Jason Latour seems to be trying to tell a different type of story here and maybe take us even deeper into what dreams are and what they can be for people. So, guys, something a little different from Image Comics you may want to check out starting this week. What's next for you, Mark?
We got Rock Candy Mountain #1 from Image.
Yes.
Kyle Starks. Yes. Hobo fights. Enter the magical world of hobos. The magical world of hobos.
World of hobos, baby.
The world's toughest hobo is searching through post-World War II America for the mythological Rock Candy Mountain, and he's going to have to fight his way to get there. Now, there's lots of hobo fights. I'm thinking shirtless bear fighter hobo crossover, maybe.
It's gotta happen,
They
man.
have to.
This is gonna have to happen eventually.
This is a new comedy action series. Epic stakes, magic,
Yes.
magical hobos, friendships, trains, of course.
Of course.
Can't be a hobo if you don't hop a train. Punching, kicking, joking, a ton of hobo nonsense, and the literal devil.
Yes, literally, the devil is supposed
devil.
to be in this series. So,
Because the devil hates a hobo. I don't know what that means, but hashtag it.
the devil hates a hobo. Guys, it just sounds like comedy gold. So
it does.
we will see when it hits the shelf. Looks fun. It's all by Kyle Starks, writing, drawing, all of it. So kudos to him. Check out Rock Candy Mountain #1. Guys, another very interesting take on what's going on with some classic characters. We get Sovereigns #0 dropping this week from Dynamite. We got Ray Fox on board here and Johnny Desjardins on board here. It's the creative team. It's a $1 issue, guys, and this takes some of these classic characters and puts them together into a team. We have Solar, Magnus, Dr. Spectre, and Turok all teaming up to become the Sovereigns. They've saved countless lives in the past. Now they're going to form a team to protect the world in the past, present, and the future. So, guys, we're going to get this main series and backup stories as well, including the all-new, all-different, never-before-seen heroes, Magnus, Turok, and Dr. Spectre. So we're getting the classics and some new, all-different ones. We'll find out here with this issue with the backup stories as well. But, guys, kind of like what IDW's done with their shared universe now, bringing all the G.I. Joe and Transformers and all that stuff together. Dynamite has these characters, and they're bringing them together for a team to save the world.
Yeah, and they've been around. A few publishers have had them over the years.
Exactly.
And Valiant, I think Valiant did like a big crossover with them, like at one point.
I think so too.
So but this is going to be an all new take on them.
Yeah.
I grew up reading Turok. I love Turok.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Spectre. So
yeah,
it should be fun.
Should be very cool. Check it out, guys. What's up for you, Mark?
The Amory Wars 3, Good Apollo #1. That's a long title. From Boom. Claudio Sanchez and Rags Morales,
which we haven't seen Rags in like forever, dude.
It has been a long time.
He's like a big DC guy.
He was a big DC guy.
Identity Crisis, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was.
I don't know either. What's going on with this?
This is the long-awaited third installment of the New York Times best-selling series, The Amory Wars. The evil Wilhelm Ryan remains in power. All those around Claudio Kilgannon are now convinced he is the crowning. But is he?
Is he?
Could
it be?
Is he?
Is he?
Really?
Is he? I love it.
Ambelina believes she and the crowning can save Heaven's Fence rather than destroying it. But with Ryan and a new, even bigger threat looming, can they succeed?
Guys, I'm not familiar with Amory Wars at all.
I have never read any of it, but I know we get people in here looking for it.
Exactly.
So there's got to be something to it.
So if you know somebody, there's a special someone in your life who is an Amory Wars fan, let them know the third installment's coming out this week. And last up, guys, we get a Star Wars Rogue One adaptation, 6-issue miniseries. We got Jodie Hauser and Emilio Lasso on board here, and they are adapting the Rogue One movie into comic book form here.
Extra content, supposedly. I believe I read where there was going to be like some extra scenes and all that in there.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like deleted scenes, but now in comic book form.
Deleted scenes in comic book form.
Nice. So there you go, guys. All you Star Wars fans, there are some that are completionists. They got to have it all. They got to see it all and read it all. That hits this week. Six issues. Have fun with that. Let's move on to some storylines. I got a couple of things that are kind of, one's starting and then one is wrapping up. Starting off with Marvel. Mark, what's up for you, bro?
All new Wolverine #19. It's a Resurrection tie-in. An all new storyline starts here called Immune.
Yep.
From the stars comes death.
Death.
An alien ship. A dying passenger. 2 words uttered that will forever change Wolverine's life. Starting a non-stop race against a deadly transformative disease, a battle in a quarantine city, and a mysterious villain with a target on her head.
Come on, 2 words.
2 words.
Soggy tacos.
Soggy tacos.
No, I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's horrible. It changed my life.
Oh, my gosh.
Also, guys, from DC, Superman #20 is a Superman Reborn Aftermath issue. This takes a look at the Kent family having to leave Hamilton and go back to Metropolis, but also Batman and Robin had discovered there's something wrong with Jonathan Kent. He's losing his powers. So, guys, there we go. All of you guys that have been reading this stuff going on at Marvel and DC, got our Resurrection tie-in kicking off and wrapping up the Superman Reborn stuff this week. Guys, we have got some juicy stuff to talk about with you this week as far as some news topics, things that have been going on in the comic book industry.
This just in.
This literally just in today before we started shooting this episode. Guys, there was a recent, very long article on ICV2.com that Leading Cool was talking about, but it interviewed Marvel's David Gabriel, and it talked about the sales slump that Marvel has been experiencing.
That they're finally admitting.
That they are admitting. And Gabriel says straight out, people didn't want any more diversity. They didn't want female characters. And what he goes on to talk about is that he said what we heard was that people didn't want any more diversity. They didn't want female characters out there. That's what we heard, whether we believe that or not. I don't know that that's really true, but that's what we saw in sales. We saw the sales of any character that was diverse, any character that was new, our female characters, anything that was not a core Marvel character, people were turning their nose up against. It was the old things coming back in that time period. 3 books in particular, Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, that has Spider-Man and Mary Jane married, that worked, and the Venom book worked, and the Thanos book worked. This is a bit of a revelation.
Well, yeah, and there's more stuff coming out from this retailer summit that they've been talking about. It seems like it's our fault.
It's your fault, Mark. You don't want diversity or female characters.
In a nutshell, I think what's hurting Marvel more than, I don't think diversity is hurting Marvel. I think talent's hurting Marvel. I think they need to do better stories.
I think that would help. And
they need better character development.
Thank you. That was my next point, because I've heard tons of people, and I've had the same opinion myself, is that a lot of it was just kind of just
thrown out there. It was thrown out there.
It's like all of a sudden you didn't have Bruce Banner, or all of a sudden you didn't have Thor Odinson, or all of a sudden you didn't have this person or that person. It was this new person that you're just supposed to accept and just keep on trucking with.
Yeah.
And then they want you to help develop the character along the way by supporting it, and even though you're clueless as to what's going on. Wasn't crazy about that, but I am glad to hear that a book like Spider-Man Renew Your Vows did so well. Venom did well enough to during that time frame. There are people that have been wanting and clamoring for a Venom series.
And I mean, it looks like, Eddie Brock is going to be
is returning,
bonded with the symbiote again.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, guys, this is kind of a bit of a bombshell here, but this looks like it's part of the reason, as we've explained before, that Marvel's going to be going back to do this meat and potatoes approach, where we're going to be getting some big changes coming up with Generations, and big changes going later on this fall with more of the legacy characters returning to the forefront here. People coming back to being who they used to be. How that all is going to happen, we have some ideas, but we'll find out along the way.
Yeah,
and have fun with that.
We'll learn more over the summer. I hope it's a fun ride getting there.
Yeah, I do too. Another news story, guys. Apparently, a bunch of creators went to Image Comics to do their own thing, and Axel Alonso says that a lot of them are actually regretting it.
I can't imagine that that's true. I just can't.
I mean, with some of the great stuff that we've seen come out, not that we actually have the numbers for all that stuff, but guys, Image Comics has a ton of great stuff out there. It's huge.
Hickman's killing it, and Remender's got like 5 titles going there, I think. And
he's got his own studio now.
Yeah.
He's developed his own studio now for how much stuff that he's been doing.
Yeah.
And then we just had the recent news that we talked to you guys about Jeff Lemire leaving Marvel.
Right.
And he's going to do Image stuff as well as other things for Boom and Dynamite, Valiant, all these other creators. I think the main problem is that some of these guys didn't go to Image soon enough, or go do their own thing soon enough. But guys, Image Comics has been killing it. There's been a lot of great stuff coming out from them that continues to come out each month. Don't miss out on the mega sale, because we're going to have all that on sale as well.
Yes.
So you can check out all the recommendations that we've been talking about, especially from Jeff Lemire, who has a ton of stuff that's coming out right now, plus everybody else. But guys, that's very interesting that would be said by the editor-in-chief of Marvel.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, okay. Moving on, though, guys, we want to talk about this because it kind of could be a sign of things to come at DC Comics. But Deathstroke moves from a twice-monthly schedule to a monthly schedule starting in July of this year.
For a bold new direction.
Bold new direction. Why the change? Not exactly 100% sure. It's not being revealed, but if they're making this type of change to keep the book on the shelf, that's a great thing for Deathstroke fans.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not there for twice monthly. Maybe the creative team just can't do it. I don't know what the exact situation is, but there's been a lot of people that have been very excited to have Deathstroke back in his own series, and you're still going to get that. It's just not going to be twice monthly after July. It's going to be once a month.
And hopefully, Christopher Priest will still be writing it.
That'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
With that. I don't see why it wouldn't, but, I mean, you never know.
You never know. It is the comic industry, guys.
It's a bold new direction, so I don't, you never know what that's going to mean.
Exactly. Guys, another piece of news from Marvel. We just announced here recently that their next big X-Men series is going to be Astonishing XMen. We've got, I believe it's Charles Soule on board that's writing it, and they just revealed that each issue is going to have a new artist, starting with Jim Chung doing the first issue. So we're going to be having Jim Chung on the first issue, and then following issues are going to include artists like Ron Garney, Aiko, Phil Noto, Greg Land, and Ramon Rosales. Kind of disappointed that it's not just going to be one artist for a series or a storyline, but they are getting some of their top talent on board here to get this new series out there.
That's weird that Greg Land's in that list because he's doing the art for Weapon X.
Yeah.
So does that mean he's only doing one arc and he's going to do an issue of this, or?
I don't know. It's a good question because he is the main artist for that.
It is cool. I mean, Phil Noto. When's the last time he did a whole issue?
The last thing I think that he did was that Chewbacca miniseries.
Okay.
Or his Lando miniseries. It was one of those Star Wars miniseries.
He doesn't do. I mean, he does a lot of covers.
Yeah, he usually is the cover artist,
but he doesn't do interiors a whole lot. So that's kind of cool.
It is cool, and this kind of upset. I know one artist is upset. Declan Shalvey was like, "Guys, come on, get a team on board here." But hopefully, if they can tell a great story and keep the schedule with the series, then yes, the rotating artists really won't be that big a deal. But I don't know. Come on. You kind of want an artist for a storyline.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that that's a once monthly book, unlike the X-Men Blue and Gold, which are going to be, bi-weekly.
Right.
I'm assuming that's a once a month issue book.
Yeah, that as far as I know, it is going to be just a monthly.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doubling down on that one like they have been with other things.
That would explain more artists.
Yeah.
To me, it would give a little bit more reason for having multiple artists like that, but I guess it worked for him with the Monsters Unleashed miniseries, a different artist every issue.
And it's happening too with Secret Empire. Artists are coming on for 2 issues.
Yeah.
You got Andrea Sorrentino on 2 issues, Lionel Francis Yu on 2 issues.
Oh, I mean, I'm just guessing that that's all to make sure it comes out on time.
Exactly.
No delays.
Exactly. So, guys, also, we just had to throw this in there because you need to take a moment to go read this interview, but this is it, guys, the Shirtless Bear Fighter interview. It dropped. Link is down below. Go check it out. Lots of cool stuff and a preview of Shirtless Bear Fighter #1.
And a lot of pixelated stuff.
Exactly.
A lot of pixelated junk, I should put it that way.
Exactly. I love that. But, guys, pre-order Shirtless Bear Fighter. That would go great hand in hand with Rock Candy Mountain and Hobos. Have fun with that, guys. That team up, that storyline is just inevitable. But, guys, let's dive into the last thing here. Our question of the week. We've already touched on it some, but how has Marvel's diversity attempts affected your thoughts of Marvel Comics? Good? Bad? Do you appreciate the diversity? Will you miss it when it's gone? Do you want more of it? Tell us in the comments below what you think about that. Mark, take a minute. Take a minute and tell me what you think.
I think it's great. Anytime you can bring in new readers, it's a good thing. I don't like about the new characters and stuff are fine. I don't like that they haven't developed most of them. They didn't give them a chance to, shine a little bit before they, like Riri. She was in a couple panels of Iron Man, and then suddenly she's Iron Man. Kamala they built up for a long time.
Right.
and it worked for them.
Right.
But a lot of the stuff they just threw out there to see what sticks, and a lot of it is apparently not sticking. I think, like I said before, they just need good stories, and they lost me a little bit when the legacy characters, for some reason, they felt like they have to deconstruct all of those and just put them through the ringer at the same time as pushing these other ones, and it just kind of didn't sit well with me, especially Thor. I can get on my soapbox about that. Captain America, I don't understand why you have to do that kind of thing to your old characters to push the new ones. You can have them side by side. DC does it. They do it well.
Right.
Maybe that's why Marvel didn't want to do it that way, because the competition's doing it, but I'm fine with it. I think it's great. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think there's room for all the characters, and they can all be heroic instead of fighting each other.
Exactly. Yes. Good point. Very good point. And guys, I mean, we're going back to this meat and potatoes approach. Some of the diversity stuff worked for me. Not all of it as well. A lot of the points that Mark made are some of the points that I cling to as well. Some of the stuff was just kind of hoisted, just thrown out there, and it was like, this is it. Run with it. Go with it. But maybe this would be a great point in time for them to come back to the core stuff and then rebuild from there. Maybe it'd be a good time to do all that and get a better foundation for other types of characters.
Yeah.
Carrying the mantle in whatever way it is. So I am looking forward to this meat and potatoes approach. There's several things I'm really looking forward to. Maybe it'll be the turning point for them to go back and reconstruct some of these diversity mantle-bearing characters and go from there. Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think? What do you think about all of this? Between all of this, the diversity attempts, the meat and potatoes approach, what do you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. Did it turn you off? I've seen people on Facebook, I've stopped buying Marvel because of this and this and this and all this stuff. Did you go that far, or were you still giving them a chance? How did it affect you? So guys, that's it for this week, man. Tons of good stuff coming for the shelf. Interesting news stuff going on here with changes at some of the companies. Tell us in the comments below what you think about all this. Let's have a discussion down there below.
But most importantly,
yes,
mega sale.
Mega sale, baby. Mega sale. We will see you here at the comic stores, both of them, Thursday, April 6th to the 9th to the Sunday. Guys, we're going to be open every day. Tons of stuff here. Tons of back issues, tons of trades, statues, cards, games. It's huge, and our new location is so awesome. I can't wait for people to come see it that haven't seen it yet. You're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. You're going to be genuinely surprised. Yes, it's just awesome. I love the echo in here. It's just so big it echoes. So guys, that's it for this week. Don't miss out on what's coming up. Anything else to add, sir?
Done.
That's it, guys. So until next time, take care. Read some great comics. Leave us some fantastic comments. We will see you at our mega sale, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.